This is going to be a quick, unedited video to just show you how to use tunes. It's assumed that you have already watched the previous videos to train you how to use the software. So in the email that we invited you to look at the tunes, there's an attachment that's a PDF, and in that attachment is a list of a lot of the files that's already been released, the ones that will be released soon. Use this to give you the keywords to look up with, like cook or convenience for a convenience store, fast food, FedEx, etc. You see how these are all used here. So model, whatever you're looking for, lifeguard, and use those keywords to look them up, because there's so many different images, you'd look all day to find them, and so you use the keywords. So we're going to use those keywords here in a minute. Okay, so go to a new tab and type in easygiftwizard.com. And when you get here, there may be an advertising pop-up that comes up to tell you what's coming soon, and just click on that. Now, in order to go in, you can click down here in order to choose an entrance, but that will not be held here very long, and so it's best for you to get used to coming up here to the top and choosing Open Apps. Open Apps here. If you haven't subscribed or want to, you see your subscription offers are right here, so you can go in your subscription offers, and that will allow you to come down and see what the current subscriptions are. But then again, back here at the top, if we go into Open Apps, then we've got the free use for lower resolution pictures. This is our guest membership here, and then a full membership here. So your guest membership is unlocked for you to use. Click on that. That'll bring you into the wizard. Before we go into full screen to edit, we want to be able to save or print this. So let's go to looking up for our screen capture. So this is going to be snip and sketch. And so we can click right here to open, or we can click over here if it doesn't show on that right-hand bar. Now with that open, we can just pop right back over here to the window where our application's running, and we'll go into full screen to do this. We're going to go to more. We're going to look up a background, and we could just go down to NameThatToon, but that only shows a few, and so you've got a few of the backgrounds shown here, but just the first page is shown. That's for the free samples. So since we're in a membership area, we can do a search, and here we might look up taxi. Okay, so if we look up taxi, it's going to bring up the images for taxi cartoons here. All right, and so we could choose one of these, or we could go into let's just say cook. That will bring us those images up, so we could choose one of these. And what we're going to use for this example, I'm going to go into award and assume this is for a Father's Day, like Best Father of the Year award. That could be generic for anything. So you can click on either one of these. We're going to click on our little blonde guy here. And now let's maybe add a photo from our hard drive. So I'm going to go to my hard drive, and I'm going to grab a photo of Dad here, and we're going to stick him over on our bulletin board here, and we'll click over here on the edge and just grab this corner. Again, this assumes you already know what I'm doing, so we'll bring that up here. There's a picture, a nice picture of Dad, and we're going to bring up a text box. And we can bring this over here. Let's go ahead and edit this a little bit. Greatest dad in the world. There we are. I'm going to enlarge this. Down the bottom here. Okay, I want to use Dad's name on here, so I'm going to bring this just a little smaller, and let's go ahead and put Joe, greatest dad in the world. There we go. Oops. Joe Smith, greatest dad in the world. So that's what the award is for. And let's assume I don't want that font, so I can change both boxes at the same time by going over here and clicking all fonts and then choosing the font that I want. There we go. They're just adjusted if it is a little bigger than what we had. And there we are. Okay. Now, so we got Joe Smith, greatest dad in the world. I can also come over here to more. I can go to clip art and go down to Toon Talk. If I want to add a text box or a thought balloon, something like that. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this and enlarge it, make it a little bit bigger. Maybe not quite so big. There we go. Add the humorous text. He's thinking here, yes, I am. All right. Now, since we've already changed our font, we'll change this one individually. So let's rotate it into position first. I'll bring this down just a teeny. Get it right here in the box. Let's change that font again. Okay. That's a nice, let's do something different that's on the sign. Okay, there we go. And let's just assume that's our finished piece now, okay? So we can come back down, and I should have been editing this in full screen. I'm sorry. I'll put that in full screen now, but I should have been doing the full screen. So now in full screen, I'm ready to save this and either put it on Facebook or print it, whatever the case is. So I'm going to use my Alt Tab to go over to Snip and Sketch. I'm going to tell it that I want to snip it right now. That brings me back with the snip open, and I will go ahead and select what I want to actually print now or save. And now I've captured that, and it brings it over here in the Snip and Sketch, and I can either save it from there, I can save it from here, or I can go over here and I can print it from here. Okay, there we go. Now, I actually forgot to show you one more thing, so I'm going to close this back out and jump back over here. I want to show you something else fun. Let's go over here, and you'll notice that I've got some different heads over here in my, this actually, remember, came out from going to Toon Talk. And so in here, I'm going to change the hair color because I want to have a different kind of hair. And so there's our hair. We're going to just size this. We can leave it big like that if we want. Okay. Or I can use this button here and size it the size I want it to be. Okay. Have fun. Thank you.